I thought everything was fine. It started off small, a pizza slice there, yogurt here, and then the reactions were getting worse and worse, and I couldn't figure it out. I didn't know what was going on. And then I got the diagnosis back. Lactose intolerant. I still remember the day at the hospital when the doctor sat me down and said, if I didn't change that day, I would never be able to live a normal life. I tried cold turkey, I tried the patch, I tried gum, and it wasn't working. Nothing worked until I found this. Me and my cheese addiction, 12 Steps to Freedom. Dr. Barbara has a way of breaking down the steps in a way that makes sense for me. I'm able to apply these steps to my life and get back to being me, get back to being who I am. I was a cheese addict. I am a cheese addict, but I don't let cheese control me. Today, as I do like every other day, I have a rant in my spirit. I have a rant in my heart, in my soul, in my gut, in my loins, and I need to get it off my chest. I need to get it off right now. Let's talk really candidly about women and their need to fart and poop and other such things. For some reason, there is this weird misconception and air of intrigue around the idea of pooping. And I don't understand why, because every single human being has to do it to be alive. But for some reason, even to other women are weird about it. You'll go into a bathroom and you'll be clenching your cheek so hard just to keep that fart in, because God forbid you let it out and let everyone know that you're actually a human being. And this keeps going on, and it keeps being perpetuated, and now there are men who are seriously saying, my mom doesn't poop. What? Your mom does. Your mom has had explosive diarrhea and you've been in the house and you didn't even know. It happens. And I think we need to break the stigma around not talking about it. Same thing with farting. Let me give you a story. One time I was sitting in my office and it was morning and there was an intern there and I farted. Okay, it was me. I let it out. It was my fault. I farted. My B. He turned around and looked at me, and I turned around and looked at him and he was like, and I was like, because what? You want to push it back in there? You want to capture all the fart air and just shove it back my ass? It's not going to happen, because guess what? Everyone does it. And most of the time I can keep it quiet and just use the scent of hand sanitizer to mask the odor, but sometimes it escapes, okay? And we have all these different kinds of medicines on the market to help with diarrhea and other such constipations, because we have held it in so long that our body doesn't even know how to do it normally anymore. And I blame society, I blame the stigma, I blame all of the nonsense that we have coded ourselves in because we don't want to seem too unladylike. Well, guess what's ladylike? Having regular bowel movements. Hey. So, I knew I had a problem when EPA called me and they said I was responsible for 0.1% of the ozone layer depletion. So it seems as though my gas had gotten so toxic that I was causing global warming by myself. Is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be out there just chilling, eating pizzas, eating mac and cheeses, eating mad, you know what I'm saying? I was eating mad foods that had, mad dairy on it, right? And I didn't even know I was addicted until I realized I was causing problems and I couldn't stop eating, you know what I'm saying? I kept eating, because I was like, yo, this food is mad good, you know what I'm saying? But then I got this book by Dr. Barbara Cluffluffner,
Dr. Barbara Cluffner. You know what I'm saying? And she told me 12 steps to break my cheese addiction. Because I thought I had it done on my own. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was good. I thought I was chilling. I thought I was like pimping gangster. You know what I'm saying? I was like out here doing what I do best. You know what I'm saying? I was a pimp in these streets. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't have it figured out. And I needed help. And I realized that. So I went to this book here about Dr. Barbara Cluckner, Dr. Barbara Clinical, Dr. Barbara Clinical Doctor, and she had told me what I needed to know. You know what I'm saying? So get yours today, because I'm saying this helped me out. Yeah, holla at my girl Barbara.
This is the thing. All I am trying to say is that you need to release the cheeks. Let your butt do what it does best. Let your colon do what it does best. Because I really, really think that a lot of these issues, all these metamucils and Activias and all the other fun stuff is out there because we are too afraid to let our butt does what it needs to do when it's its healthiest. And then when we get older, it's trained. We've trained it to not work properly. So let it go. Do you. And be free. Because that is how you make yourself a woman. I don't know how we got that far to the right, but the point I'm trying to make is simple and it's clear. We have to poop. So I'll see you again for another installment of me ranting, and ladies, fart out loud.